So now that what you do is you should connect the lectures. Otherwise there will be a very small clip of 10 minutes we don't want. So you do that connecting and then editing and give suitable names with the dates. Okay. So I find that a travel, it's a completely non-scientific way in which we are explaining. A travel of 90 degrees, corresponds to, it was 1 here, now it becomes Z. It was 1 here, now it becomes Z. Therefore, we have a complete non-classical formula. We have a complete non-classical formula of relating so for capacitor what we have got? For capacitor we have got, this was Vp sin omega t. The I which we have got was omega c Vp
cos omega t.
So impedance Xc, we were of the opinion that something like Vt upon It, which we did, but in that 1 upon omega c came and then tan omega t came and there was a problem. We are having a very simple non-classical that only use one identity. And don't explain it to anybody who is not knowing you. J sin omega t is equal to cos omega t. J sin omega t equal to cos omega t. Once you do this, most of the problems will be solved. Says, if you apply this logic, J sin omega t equal to cos omega t, with this and this one thing, and you already know J square equal to -1. If you do this, it will be very easy for you to find out the answers. Conversion from, we can say, rectangular to polar, or a magnitude angle to a plus j be in the form. So now it simplifies instantly. So what is the voltage? Vp sin Vt is now Vp. So it is Vp sin omega t upon what? Omega c Vp equals cos omega t, means it is J sin omega t, and this you cancel. So impedance of capacitor Xc is equal to 1 upon j omega c. That's all. Impedance of capacitor is 1 upon j omega c. In the final answer, j is not to be kept. In the final answer, j is not to be kept. What is j is not to be questioned. We are having a set of rules where j square is equal to -1 and j sin omega t is cos omega t. Only two rules you have to follow. So if you multiply both sides by j, what will happen? J square is -1 and j will come here. So j cos omega t is equal to minus sin omega t. Only two rules and nothing beyond. J sin omega t equal to cos omega t and j square is equal to -1. These two rules you can find any answer. Input is always some sinusoidal form. Whatever you get at the output would be having j term, but in final answer there cannot be a j term. in final answer Z term was not there at the beginning, Z term will not be there at the end. It can be used in between by you in a suitable assumption that Z sin omega t equal to cos omega t and Z square equal to minus 1. With this we can solve any problem. So this makes impedance of capacitor as 1 upon J omega c. Similarly, what happens to impedance of inductor?
J into omega
So
L.
impedance of inductor.
J omega
So
L.
if we have, now there is no need for me to connect a source. I can simply have, if I have current from the inductor is IT, what is voltage across it?
L di
L di by dt. L di by dt. So if IT is sin omega t, if IT is sin omega t, then Vt would be Vp you get IP you can use or IP. There is no need to use IP because that is going to be cancelled anyway. So if IT is sin omega t, what is Vt? Across inductor?
Omega L.
It is
L
omega L
cos
cos omega t. So what is impedance? Vt upon IT. That is omega L cos omega t upon sin omega t. We know cos omega t is equal to J sin omega t. Sin omega t gets cancelled. Therefore, impedance of inductor is J omega L. It is completely non-classical. It is completely non-classical way of learning, but after years of study of the themes, I have come to the conclusion that it is the only way by which students can learn. If an attempt is made to see that the things derived are classical and also the students should learn, then that will never be completed. So with this, so impedance of resistor is R, impedance of inductor is J omega L. What is J? Not to be questioned. Impedance of capacitor is 1 upon J omega C. In final answer, J will not come. So with this now, you can solve any problem. Let us take some problems. Have the voltage source. Apply sin omega t. R and L. Find out IT. Find out IT. J is to be kept as it is. Only two operations you can do with J. Means you can introduce J, you can remove J. You can introduce J by considering cos omega t equal to J sin omega t. You can remove J by grouping J with sin omega t. Is it clear? At any point, if there is a cosine sinusoidal term, you can either introduce J or you can remove J. Or when you multiply, if J is already there, J will disappear because J square minus 1. If J is not there, J will appear. For the terms which are sinusoidal, J will appear or disappear depending upon cos and sine. And for non-sinusoidal terms, J will appear or disappear by multiplying in such a way that J. So the two I did J sin omega t equal to cos omega t and J square is equal to minus 1. By these ways, you can introduce J when you want, you can remove J when you don't want. So now with this, what is IT? It is very clear. Look at this, it is Vt. So total impedance is something. So current is Vt upon, what is the current? Current is Vt upon impedance. What is impedance? R plus J omega L, that's all. So IT is equal to it has been decided to have a complete schoolish environment, and in order to have the schoolish environment, we also have installed a bell. IT is equal to Vt upon
Z.
total impedance X, or it is called as Z. The total impedance when we have R plus Jx or R minus Jx, it is called as Z. So that is Vt. Vt is what? Sin omega t upon R plus J omega L. That's all. R plus J omega L, right? Y minus.
So plus बरोबर.
So inductor is plus.
R square capacitor minus plus square by R square टॅन वर येतं इथं साईन ओमेगा टी त्याचं कन्वर्जन करायला पाहिजे आपल्याला आणि फेज अँगल राहिला जायला पुढे फेज अँगल पुढे जायचं टॅन इनवर्स साईन ओमेगा टी आपण आर स्क्वेअर प्लस
Answer, ultimately what we should do is, ultimately we should bring it in a very similar, in a very simple form. The first step when you get something in the denominator, you started? Denominator J is rationalized, means multiply by R plus J omega L to both numerator and denominator. Sorry, R minus J. You are, see that whenever some mistake is found, in a school, even every student is eager to point out a silly mistake. That should not be the stage at the college stage. At the college level, if ever there is a fundamental mistake, then it is to be pointed. If it is a silly mistake, it is to be ignored because everybody has understood that the correct thing. Means, if a silly mistake is that mistake, even if it is wrongly said, it is correctly understood. So then again to simplify, what we do one thing, that we can work with R and L also, but to get a feel, what happens is that at initial stage, abstract thinking is not that way appropriate. So we take some values. R we can take as 2, right? And L we can take as, R we can take as 3 and L we can take as 4. Right? Is it okay?
Yes.
So then, what would be the answer? IT is equal to sin omega t upon 3 plus 4j, right? J omega. Again omega is come. So we take it to be equal to, let us take sin t only. So omega is 1. So it is now sin t upon 3, is it correct now? Sin t upon 3 plus 4j. That is equal to sin t into bracket 3 minus 4j upon 3 plus 4j into 3 minus 4j. That is equal to what now? That is equal to 3 sin t minus 4j sin t upon 25. Correct? 4, and at the end what we want? At the end we don't want any z term. So it is j sin t is cos t. So the answer is IT is equal to 3 sin t minus 4 cos t upon 25. This you can represent in an alternative form. This you can represent in an alternative form. What is that form? What that form would be? It is something sin of t plus something. The numerator is something sin of t plus something. But I think answer we have got now. We started with a thing where z was not there. We ended with a thing where z is not there. Is it clear? So z acts as a very effective tool, and the role of the tool is only till the aim is reached. After that, tool should not have any identity. Means when the aim is reached, tool should not remain there. Tool is to be removed. Is it clear? So we can solve any problem absolutely. There should not be any issue now. So we'll take another case. Let us see how effectively you can handle that situation now. Let us see. Find IT. What is the answer? It's very simple now. What is the impedance you can compute? It's complete now. You have put the absent students' roll numbers. I think only one or two absent. That's not important. Is it written?
No.
Then you write. So find out IT. You must be able to find out immediately.
एकच झाली झाली सप्लस किती हॉटेलने पहिल्यांदा IT इक्वल टू देते की VT बाय Z ना
हाँ Z म्हणजे R प्लस J ओमेगा XL मायनस
तिन्ही सिरीज मध्ये आहेत
हे सिरीज मध्ये मग XL मायनस XC
XL मायनस XC का
XL असं असतं XL आणि XC एकमेकांच्या विरुद्ध असतात ना
VT बाय Z आता आपण काय करूया थांब मायनस घेऊया मायनस एक टर्म येणार प्लस एक टर्म येणार
अरे मग तेच काय
दोन्ही कट केले,
XL
दोन्ही
मायनस
कटतात.
XC
दोन्ही-
मध्ये 1 असल्यामुळे गेलेच की
केले की मग सरळ येतेच की रेजिस्टन्सच येते रेजिस्टन्स येते IT इक्वल टू
आयची टर्म जेची टर्म येते
IT शिवाय किती ते साइन साइन टी येते साइन टी डिवाइड बाय काय येणार आपलं 1 मायनस J प्लस J काय साइन टी येणार
What is the answer?
साइन टी
Answer is sin t because impedance happens to be 1.
Yes.
Is 1 plus J minus J.
J प्लस
Got? Now just I will make one change. One change which I will make is it is sin 2t.
साइन टू टी
Compute IT again. Compute IT again, it will not be same. The impedance is now 2J and 1 upon 2J. So it's not same now. It was J and 1 upon J. 1 upon J is minus J, right? 1 upon J is minus J. Therefore it was cancelling out each other. So it is 1. Now it's a bit simple arithmetic. Once we are able to have two laws for J, that is J cos whatever it may be omega. For all omega this value we can say J sin omega t equal to cos omega t and J square equal to minus 1. Once you get acquainted with these two laws, of them J square equal to minus 1 is the universal law which is accepted by classical studies, but J sin omega t equal to cos omega t is a brute force law. It is for our convenience. So with this, absolutely there will not be any problem. All kinds of problems which now involve radioactive components would become very easy to handle. Let us have one more.
सिरीज रेजिस्टन्स काय आहे
Sin t 1, 1 and 1.
काय आवडत
करंट वेळा
काय करायचं होत आहे
What is the answer?
प्लस आर प्लस एक्सएल
So straight away it is, what is the impedance now? What is this Z? Total impedance is this in parallel with this. All other previous laws. The impedance of parallel is Z1 Z2 upon Z1 plus Z2. That's all. For R you already know. If I am having R1 parallel with R2, the effective resistance is R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. Same applies here. So the current would be voltage upon this impedance. Vt upon Z, where Z is 1 plus Z parallel with minus Z, right? So we now compute Z. Upon 1 minus Z. That is equal to multiply by 1 plus Z. So 1 plus Z into sin t upon 2, correct?
yes
So that is half into bracket sin t plus
j sin t
j sin t,
j sin t cos
right? That is half into bracket sin t plus cos t. Is it clear? So what we want to show that everywhere there will be sinusoids of same frequency, different phase and different amplitude, and you will find, you can find voltage across this, voltage across at all points. You can find voltage across all points. You can find current through all paths, and you should see that individually for resistor Vt and It are connected by R. That is Vt equal to RVt. For capacitor they are connected by differential. That differential of sine is cos, so those are done by J. Term is suitable. So J is an equivalent derivative operator if my input is sinusoidal. J is a derivative operator if my input is sinusoidal. So d by dt of sin omega t is equal to j omega. For sinusoidal input, d by dt operator is j omega. So d by dt you can replace by j omega. So that all differential equations become normal equations by replacing d by dt equal to j omega. Why? Because d by dt of sin omega t is j omega. D by dt of sin omega t is omega cos omega t, and we say that j cos omega t is j sin omega t. So if my, see, it's very simple. It's in a very, again I am good force. If xt is equal to sin omega t, then the operator d by dt what is the fate of d by dt operator in this case now? So dx by dt, dxt by dt is omega cos omega t. But since cos omega t is j sin omega t, I can rewrite this to be equal to j omega into sin omega t, which is xt itself. So that is equal to j omega into xt. That is d by dt of xt. D by dt of xt is j omega into xt. So d by dt operator, which was a derivative differential operator, has become a multiplying operator, scaling operator of j omega. So in sinusoidal domain of for frequency omega, d by dt operator reduces to a scaling operator j omega with our definition of j sin omega t equal to cos omega t. So derivative becomes scaling, differential equation becomes linear equation, and we can get the answer.
सिंगल फॉर्मसाठी बाकीच्या फॉर्मसाठी इक्वेशन
साईनसाठी साईन आणि कॉस साईन होते
इक्वेशन सगळे
सायनस वेळेमध्ये साईन व्यवस्था सायनस
बाकीच्या वेळेला जमत नाही
Find IT.
IT
Find the current IT.
1 1 1 2 1 1 minus j parallel with 1 plus 2j. 1 minus j into 5 plus 2j divided by 1 minus j 1 plus j
कॅपॅसिटरला मायनस असते ना
1 plus 2
कॅपॅसिटरला मायनस असते ना जे
कॅपॅसिटरला minus j minus 2j square divided by 2 plus j काहीतरी 1 plus j plus 2 plus j काहीतरी 3 plus j divided by 2 plus j z IT equal to sin t into 2 plus j divided by 3 plus j sin t plus
What is
j
the answer?
3 minus j upon 3 plus
1 plus j parallel with 1 minus 0.5 j or 1 plus 1 upon 2 j. Either way. What is the answer?
7 plus j 7 sin t plus cos t divided by 4 7 sin t plus cos t divided by 4
Please.
7 sin t plus cos t divided by 4
Now let us enter to a further complex things. I hope that now we should not spend time in repeating simple problems, right? So now let me see. I will not give any hint, and I want to see what you answer now. We have a very simple thing. There are two sources. One is sin t, one is sin 2t. We take a simple problem. R is 1 and C is 1.
voltage supply
Find IT. Find IT.
2 दिला 1 plus 2 इंडक्टर प्लस मध्ये येते दोन्हीची ॲडिशन कर
ते माहिती आहे
voltage supply सोड दे सोपं आहे
What is the answer now? What? There is only one hint. If you find that, then answer will be very simple. What is that? How can you find the answer?
सेम फक्त voltage supply ऍड करायचे दोन्हीच्या ॲडिशन
So what is the impedance now?
साइन टी प्लस साइन
Is 1 plus 1 upon z? Will it 1 plus 1 upon z? No. What is omega? We don't have single omega here because we have two sinusoidals. So what you will think? What you will do now? Somebody said something. What is that? Apply one at a time. Superposition theorem. So when first is active, impedance would be considering that omega. When second is active, impedance will be considering the other omega. Find out separately and add them. That's all. Be quick. So when sin t is active, make sin 2t 0. That time impedance is 1 plus 1 upon z. Or if to make it simple, inductor is no doubt simple, capacitor is simple, no doubt, but we can take this one. So more simple. So what is I1t now? This I say V1t. Source 1 and source 2. Sorry. Source 1 and source 2. When source 1 is active, what will happen? When source 1 is active, I1t would be equal to what? Sin t upon 1 plus z. That is equal to, multiplying by 1 minus j on both sides, we get it is sin t plus cos t upon 2, correct? Is I1t, and what is I2t?
कसं आहे 1 प्लस जे
What is I2t?
सिरीजमध्ये आहे
हा
ना सॉरी सिरीजमध्ये
What? Oh yeah. 1 minus z. It's again very obvious mistake. I2t is equal to, while pointing out an obvious and silly mistake, one should not say like Einstein, who has refuted the Newton's world. Your posture should not be like Einstein when he has ridiculed the Newton's theory. He was saying that Newton was wrong. So neither I am Newton nor you are Einstein. So let us be moderate enough. So I2t is equal to what now? Sin 2t upon 1 plus 2z. Right? That is equal to 1 minus 2z into this. That is sin 2t minus 2 cos 2t upon 5. It will be a summation of two sinusoids, one of frequency omega 1, one of frequency omega 2. Is it clear? Find out what is VOT. What is VOT? What is VOT then? How will you find VOT? Again, it will be formed by two parts. VO1t and VO2t. What is VO1t? VO1t is equal to I1t into Z. Voltage is equal to current into impedance. VO1t is equal to this into Z. This into Z means what? What will be VO1t? This into Z means when you multiply by Z, it is Z sin t minus Z cos t.
सुपरविजन V1t plus V1t पहिल्याचा आणि दुसऱ्याचा
Z sin t minus Z cos t is what? Z sin t is cos t upon 2 is already there. So that is equal to what is VO1t?
cos t plus sin t
VO1t will be equal to,
cos t
we don't want Z. VO1t will be equal to Z sin t is cos t. And what is Z cos t?
minus sin t
Minus sin t. Right? So that is plus
sin t
sin t upon 2. And what will be VO2t? VO2t
cos 2t plus 2 sin t okay 4.2
is equal to cos 2t plus 2 sin 2t. Cos 2t plus 2 sin 2t upon 5. So total voltage is this plus this. That's all.
फक्त जी मल्टिप्लाय करा पाहिला पडतंय का समोर थांबते
Which one? Voltage. Current you understood? So, when we want to find voltage, we have to find again in two steps. First is what will be the voltage when voltage source 1 is active. That time the current was I1t. If the current was I1t, voltage across the inductor would be current into impedance, where impedance is Z. And next time we made one mistake. Can somebody point? Now here it is Einstein-like thinking you should have. What is the VO2t now?
VO2t
What is VO2t? IT into not Z but 2Z.
2j
So it should be 2 again here. This is to be this I2t is to be multiplied by impedance of inductor with value 1. Impedance of inductor with value 1 would be equal to 2j when omega is 2. In previous case it didn't come because omega was 1. Now omega being 2, it is multiplied by 2j. So 2j into this, that is 2j into sin 2t minus 2j into 2 cos 2t. So it is like this, 2 cos 2t plus 4 sin 2t upon 5. Is it right?
Yes. हमारे भी सही से चलना शॉर्टकट छत्तीस मिनट ये बज के 3 मिनट हाल में बेंच चॉकलेट क्लियर दिसायला पडायला
स्टील असतं स्टील आहे त्याच्यामुळे स्टील
Find IT. It's a challenging task. It's a very challenging task. I repeat. Sin t, resistance of 1, inductance of 1, inductor of value 1, capacitor of value 1.
सर वन प्लस जी
What is the answer now?
सर ये तो
What is the effective impedance? It is 1 in series with J parallel minus J. J parallel minus J is J into minus J upon J minus J.
infinity है सर
It is infinite.
Yes.
So it will not allow any current to flow.
जीरो करंट
IT would be 0. It will not allow any current to flow at all. Any attempt of current flow would be defeated. That is only for. Now if I apply, it is sin 2t. What will happen?
sin 2t
Instead of sin t, if I apply sin 2t, then it will not have infinite impedance. Then it will be different. You calculate now.
minus g square 3 minus 2 by 3 j value theory
What is? It is
sin 2t
2t means 2j parallel 1 upon 2j. 2j parallel 1 upon 2j. Or 2j parallel minus 0.5j. So 2j into minus 0.5j is minus is 1
3 by 2 म्हणजे
and 1 upon 1.5. 1 upon 1.5j plus 1 already. So find out the answer.
2 by 3 j square 2t plus 4 by 9 कहते हैं 3 मल्टीप्लाई करायचं 9 मल्टीप्लाई करायचं 9 sin 2t 9 मल्टीप्लाई करायचं मला प्लस 3 6 cos 2t divided by 9 4 13 9 sin 2t plus 6 cos 2t divided by 13
Got the answer? Is over?
yes sir
What is the answer?
9 sin 2t plus 6 cos 2t divided by 13
So you get some answer again, some of two sinusoids.
पॉलिगॉन वगैरे प्रॉब्लेम होते का? म्हणून मी
तुला
असं
प्रॉब्लेम होतो, मला काय वाटतं, मला वाटतं बरोबर.
मला प्रॉब्लेम वाटते पॉईंटमध्ये म्हटलं की कळते फिरते.
So all the things, that is Kirchhoff's laws, Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, superposition theorem are active. For Thevenin's and Norton's theorem now, we presume that the two sources we have taken just as an example, but usually we operate with one source. Usually we operate with one source. And when we operate with one source, that time we know the frequency of the source. And when we know the frequency of the source, we can write the impedance. If we don't know the frequency, we can't find out the impedance. We can say about impedance only in terms of frequency. Even though value of the reactances is value of the inductance of capacitance is known, the reactance is not constant. The reactance is a function of frequency. That is, it is governed by the value of the component plus the frequency at which it is operated for sinusoids. So the corollary or the conclusion is that when we are operating the system which has got reactive components which have differential relationships, for sinusoidal input, the differential relationship becomes a scaling relationship with a scaling factor of j omega. d by dt is j omega. Once you know this fully, there will not be any problem. d by dt is j omega, and integral is 1 upon j omega. We usually don't require it. We can convert everything into derivative form and solve. Our attempt is to solve the problem and not to complicate it and discuss how complex it is. We are not here for that. So with this now, I think we have comfortably concluded a majority part which would have otherwise taken much time. The only thing is that these things are not to be disclosed. That is, world will fool you if you say that j sin omega t equal to cos omega t, because what that will conclude?
That is complex.
If why it is not to be told, j sin omega t equal to cos omega t. If you say like this, then divide both sides by cos omega t. What will happen? J tan omega t will be equal to 1. So j tan omega t will be equal to 1. Multiply both sides by j. So tan omega t equal to minus j. You will come to something which is ridiculed by everybody who is not knowing the theme in which you have taken. Are you getting me? I repeat in Marathi. J sin omega t equal to cos omega t हे फक्त आपल्याबरोबर ठेवायचं आहे, ते कुठेही लिहायचं नाही. जर तसं काही केलं तर लोकांना असं वाटेल की j sin omega t म्हणजे cos omega t, दोन्हीकडे j न गुणलं तर काय होईल पहिल्यांदा, किंवा दोन्हीकडे cos omega t भागलं तर j tan omega t equal to 1, j न गुणलं आणि मायनस इकडे घेतलं तर tan omega t equal to minus j. अशा काही ते विचारत आपण येऊ. Therefore, this is only for our purpose. I do not know exactly when you were at 12th whether you had joined some coaching classes. Then the coaching classes used to supply some notes, and on the notes they print what they print.
Do not discuss.
For private circulation only. So this is only for private discussion. Even though it is on YouTube, those who view YouTube from the beginning, they will know. But otherwise, merely the statement that j sin omega t equal to cos omega t will not have a significant meaning. Don't do that. Right? So try to understand it. Even though it's a very brute force, it's a non-classical thing. If taken in a proper way, it is a significant thing, and it simplifies all the things to a great extent. Even though it's not a good way of teaching, it is a way in which learning is more. So I decided to prefer this way, and with this way I think that everybody would be in a comfortable position to find out the answers for any sinusoidal, circuits which contain reactive components for any sinusoid. Is it clear? So now, recording.